The stone throwers of the century, the warriors of past and present, the Keffiyeh. November 29, 1947, the day the United Nations agreed on Resolution 181. The outcome of this resolution has meant decades of violence and destruction with no means to an end. The Palestinians are now displaced refugees on a land which their ancestors once worked and lived on in peace. These people have lost not only their land, but their lives, fighting for their right to exist. Do not call this a war, because war is when both sides have equal military strength. But what is a stone against a gun? The apartheid wall which descends across Palestine makes the everyday lives of Palestinians unbearable.
Keffiyeh. Keffiyeh. Keffiyeh.
Keffiyeh Arabiye.
Any factory that's in Gaza or the West Bank that makes a keffiyeh has been completely destroyed and eliminated. As far as I'm aware, there's only one factory now in the West Bank that makes a keffiyeh that hasn't been damaged.
It's a tragedy because it's such a potent symbol of Palestine, you know, and the idea that nowadays Palestinians themselves don't manufacture their own symbol, their greatest symbol, the most prominent symbol.
Personally, it frustrates me, completely defeats the purpose. When I see people walking around with the keffiyeh and not really understanding behind it, I feel a bit kind of I don't know, the whole, what the Palestinians have tried to fight for has just kind of completely been disregarded just for something as simple as fashion.
Because of it being a fashion statement, people asked about it, sort of thing. You have the opportunity to let them know what it's actually about.
Millions wearing my Keffiyeh Arabiye. Not the fashion ones with designer symbols, but the black and white Keffiyeh, the original. I don't think it's right designing something into a fashion. So for example, say if I die and I was killed with a knife, and everyone's wearing knives in remembrance of me, like, oh, she was killed by a knife, let me wear a knife around my neck. It's that kind of stuff. Like, why are you making it into a fashion? That's not what it's about. You shouldn't be making a resistance, a conflict, injustice into a fashion. That's not what it is. These are not worn for fashion. I don't try to wear white and black just because this is white and black. I'll wear this with red, orange, green any day. It don't matter if it clashes. It's not for the fashion, and people shouldn't be treating it like that. It's like diseasing the symbolism of what it is.
The one thing that I suppose upsets me a little bit, actually a lot, is when you go into certain shops and they're selling the fake version of the keffiyeh as a fashion tool to people, and when they buy it they're clearly not aware of what it actually represents, and part of me thinks they're trying to demean the keffiyeh and what it actually stands for, because it's much more than just a piece of clothing or something to keep your neck warm when it's cold. It represents their struggle, so that's what it means to me.
Keffiyeh, 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 a people, a nation, a stand for peace. You wear the keffiyeh to show solidarity, you wear the keffiyeh to show resistance, and you wear the keffiyeh to live by the words and actions you preach. From the 60s, the scarf began emblematic of the emerging Palestinian national movement. It was the favorite headwear of the Palestinian leader Yasser Arafat, and worn by other symbols of the Palestinian resistance.
Hi, my name is Dana. I'm a 20-year-old university student and I am of Palestinian descent living in London. To me personally, the keffiyeh represents who I am as a Palestinian. In recent years, it's become more of a political statement. It's like a show of solidarity outwards to everyone who sees you that you do stand with Palestine and the Palestinian cause. So that's really what it's come to mean to me as I've gotten older and gotten more involved in like Palestinian solidarity.
Me personally, I think it's a number of things. The first thing is this is a symbol of resistance for the Palestinian people. It's a symbol of hope, of freedom for the Palestinian people. Also, it's a symbol of their struggle and how long they've been fighting for.
For me, myself, it represents remembrance of all the Palestinians who have been through all the troubles that Israel have brought to them. When I wear it, I'm always thinking about Palestine and, you know, that they will be shown justice one day soon.
To associate a Palestinian cultural symbol, a secular Palestinian cultural symbol, with like Islamic fanaticism, or however people want to phrase it, is kind of missing a really big point.
Lots of people always wonder when they see this on the street, like lots of people were freaked out. When these first came into London, I noticed lots of people started wearing them. People were freaked out, like, oh my God, these are what the terrorists wear, like, and it's not that, and you can educate a lot of people. Like, some people even ask me on the train, like, what is that you're wearing? Like, that's what these Arabs wear. I'm like, well, no, it's not just what these Arabs wear.
That she looks like she's supporting terrorism. Okay, why? It's about the scarf she has on.
Yeah, you do hear, oh, this is a symbol of terrorism. You're supporting. You know, they'll throw around words like Hamas or Hezbollah, but yet you're talking about a small group of people that are fighting for their freedom and their rights, regardless if you agree with how they go about doing that. But yet no one in the media seems to have an issue or problem with State of Israel, who's got the largest army in the Middle East and one of the largest armies in the world, period.
My bandana ain't no rag, the Keffiyeh ain't no scarf, it's a part of the movement.
I think it's a complete joke. There's been enough of Palestinian culture appropriated by Israelis to make the Ashkenazi Jewish movement seem authentic and ingenuous to Palestine, but I mean, who's really taking it seriously? I'm certainly not.
You can take our falafel and hummus, but don't fucking touch my keffiyeh.
It's a duplicate, and you can never overtake the original. The Arabiya, Keffiyeh Arabiya first came about with the Palestinians. Israel simply copied it, made it into a fashion. Now everyone wears all different kinds of colours or whatever. You know, the original is Palestinian, and Palestinians, day by day, if they wore this, they'd get more trouble than what we have. We can walk on the street in London and just, you know, be fine. You're not taking that off, then they're obviously going to beat you. They can even imprison you. So it's powerful that everyone can wear it here in this country. And they should be allowed to wear it as well in Palestine. That's where the justice needs to be at.
Bang for my flag.
This is for Palestine, Ramallah, West Bank, Gaza. This is for the child that is searching for the answer. Wish I could take your tears and replace them with laughter. Long live Palestine, long live Gaza. Palestine, Ramallah, West Bank, Gaza. This is for the child that is searching for the answer. Wish I could take your tears and replace them with laughter. Long live Palestine.
Free my people, long live Palestine. We will never let you go.
Sing it with me now.